Got this one from Fox News. Now, this is an interesting story here. So it says FBI Pittsburgh field office was targeted by a driver in an act of terror, official says. Suspect is now in custody after allegedly ramming the gate of the FBI and Pittsburgh field office of the entrance at around 2:40 a.m. and fled on foot. And then there's actually a video. So here's the video. Damn. Yeah, he actually almost took out that fence. You can see it's all lifted and busted up now. Looks like they're talking to some people. I'm assuming they work at the FBI. Or maybe just some people walking by, but crazy, crazy, crazy stuff, man. The man drove into a metal gate at the FBI Pittsburgh field office earlier Wednesday, and what authorities describe as an intentional act of terror. Dude, that's a solid metal gate. You're not getting through it with your freaking, what is that, Chevy? Or no, it's a Toyota. You're not getting through that with your freaking Toyota, dude. A man drove his car into the FBI's field office. The suspect, identified as Donald Henson of Penn Hills, Pennsylvania, allegedly rammed the entrance gate around 2:40 a.m. with a white Toyota sedan before getting out and then grabbing an American flag from inside the vehicle and throwing it over the gate. Special agent in charge, Christopher Giordano, said at a press briefing, Henson fled on foot after the crash and was considered dangerous. Giordano added he was apprehended hours later. It was not immediately clear if he was armed while on the loose. No FBI personnel were hurt. So here's the individual, Donald Henson. Kind of weird to smirk in your FBI mugshot, but whatever. We look at this as an act of terror against the FBI, Giordano said. This was a targeted attack on this building. Authorities said Henson, a former military member, may have been experiencing a mental health issue. Right now, he is wanted in connection with this crime against the FBI. It is a federal offense, and we will be seeking prosecution to the fullest extent. Giordano said that Henson visited the Pittsburgh office recently, and scouring our indexes, we did find that he visited the field office a couple of weeks ago to make a complaint that didn't make a whole lot of sense. We ran down everything that he came down with. It didn't have a federal nexus. We contacted him to let him know there wasn't a federal offense that we were able to charge. Images from the scene showed a white sedan sitting with its driver's door ajar in front of the bent gate and a security booth. The car's hazard lights were flashing. So Nikisha Brown, who works nearby, told WTAE she witnessed the incident and first heard the screeching of tires and then saw the aftermath of the collision and a man who got out of the vehicle. Quote, he got out and went around the passenger side and pulled out something out of the passenger side. I thought it was a gun, but it happened to be a flag, and he just set it on the fence and started yelling out some words and just took off. Weird, super weird. So this guy was trying to report something. The stuff he was trying to report ended up not being a crime. Seems like he got upset. And then I don't know. I don't know what the goal here is. What was the goal here? Like, what if he got past the gate? What was the plan? I wonder. Super weird. People don't make sense. People are weird. Super weird. I don't know what his intentions are. What do you guys think his intentions are? Or his intentions were? I can't with Pam Bondi. I know Pam Bondi's, yeah. Pam Bondi's on another level of retarded. $5. The dude thought it was going to fly off the hinges like they do in the movies, right? Even with that big metal gate, he probably thought it was like, oh, I can do it. Watched Family Feud on ABC last night. It would be great if ABC beats the rest of the late night lineup. I don't know. ABC's got their own problems too, but I'd love to see them fill the slots with some actual good shows. Pam Bondi seems like she's probably okay at her job, but somebody has to tell her what her actual position on the subject has to be before they can let her at it. Yeah, she doesn't seem like she has her own opinions, and then you have stuff like with her, her comments around hate speech. I don't know who told her the definition of hate speech, but they were wrong, and now she's repeating something that's wrong. She needs to get learned. She needs to get learned on what actually is hate speech, because hate speech is included in free speech. What she's actually referencing is violent speech and calls to violence. That's what she's actually trying to target. But anyway.